Hello and welcome to Pokemon Platinum Wi-Fi Battle number 6 versus Spark from the Cerebi chat. He leads with his Raikou as I lead with my Zapdos. And he sets up the sub, thinking there's not much he can do to me, but I go for the Heat Wave, which is good. And it breaks his sub. So he gets leftovers, which I don't need, and he goes for Calm Mind. As I go for the Heat Wave again, see how much damage it will do after the Calm Mind, and that's not a lot. So he gets leftovers again, but again I don't need them. So I switch and go into 1-2 for the Cradle as he goes for the Hidden Power. Could be I think it's Hidden Power Ice, and that does it's better 3-8 knockout on Cradle, maybe a 4 after leftovers. So he sets up the sub again, as I decide to go for the Earthquake, which obviously will break the sub because it's super effective and it's very powerful. So the sub gets broken and we both get leftovers recovery as he sets up another sub. So he's just killing himself slowly but surely in a very nice way. I go for Earthquake again and break the sub. So I'm in a good position here. He's only got one Calm Mind up and there's nothing he can do to kill me, so he withdraws the Raikou and goes to Cresselia as I go for the Recover. So the Cresselia starts setting up the Calm Mind as I go for the Rock Slide, see how much damage it will do, and the answer to that is not a lot. So I switch, I'm going to Mismagius, and he goes for the Calm Mind, and he gets leftovers, which again I don't need. So I go for the sub, as he goes for the Psychic, which breaks the sub. And now I decide to go for a Calm Mind, thinking I can survive one Psychic from this Cresselia. So I do go for the Calm Mind, and he goes for the Psychic, and I survive. So now there's nothing I can do, as I may as well get a little bit of damage on the Cresselia. I go for Shadow Ball, and all it is a little bit of damage on the Cresselia. And he Psychics, gets a pointless crit, and finishes me off. So I decide the best thing to do is just to get rid of this Cresselia quickly, go into my Scarfed Heatran and just explode. And that takes down the Cresselia, which has got a potentially crippling Pokemon out the way. So both our Pokemon go down, I go back into Zapdos and he goes into his Electivire. He goes for the Ice Punch and he's carrying the Expert Belt and it does more damage than I expect it to do because I'm physically bulky, because he's carrying the Expert Belt. It's going to be a 3-8 knockout. But I go for the Heat Wave, get a crit, and that makes it a 2-8 knockout on the Electivire, which is pretty good for me and pretty unlucky for him, but I'm not complaining. So I go for the Heat Wave and take the Electivire down. So he goes into his Gyarados, gets the Intimidate on me, and I'm faster, go for the Roost, wasn't expecting to be faster. I go for the Roost, as he goes for the Dragon Dance, predicting my switch for some apparent reason, I don't know. But I get leftovers, and he goes for another Dragon Dance, and it could sweep if I don't stop it now, so I go for the Thunderbolt. And he's carrying the Wakam Berry, which explains why he Dragon Danced twice instead of just once. And Thunderbolt doesn't kill. So he goes for the Waterfall, and after 2 Dragon Dances, it still doesn't kill. So I go for the Thunderbolt to take down the Gyarados, and Zapdos is pretty epic at this point. So he goes into his Espeon, and goes for the Psychic, which takes Zapdos down, because Espeon's got a lot of special attacks. So I go into Licky Licky, because it likes to sponge the hits. And he goes for Hidden Power, which is Hidden Power Fighting, and he's a 3-8 knockout. I go for the Body Slam, hoping for Paralysis, which I don't get, because I never do. Well, I do quite a lot actually, but never mind. He goes for Hidden Power again, and it doesn't kill Licky Licky, but we'll take it down next turn as I go for the Wish. and next turn I go for the protect, and I heal, which is good. So he goes for the hidden power again, and it's probably going to be a 2 knockout because I didn't heal to full health. I go for another body slam and get another crit, so I'm being really lucky in this battle, but I don't care, and I take the Espeon down. So he goes into his Registeel and curses. I go for the counter. So I wish that he curses again. I get leftovers, and then I use Body Slam, which does absolutely nothing to Registeel, and he paralyses me, which is kind of, well, it's not, but I get the wish anyway, and I'm back to full health. So he goes for the curse, and I decide to go for the counter, and this continues for the next few turns, so I'm not going to say anything. I wish. He curses again. I go for the counter. He curses again, but he's already on plus 6, so he can't go any further. So he iron heads as I go for the counter, because I'm pretty sure I can survive, because lucky like he's a beast, and I do survive. I go for the counter, and it takes the Registeel down, which is good, and just shows that Licky Licky is a beast, and it will kill you. So he goes back into his Raikou. I switch and go to Cradily. So he goes to the Thunderbolt, which doesn't do anything to Cradily because Cradily is a beast. And sponges the hit. So he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, which again doesn't do much to Cradily. And I go for the Earthquake, which takes the Raikou down. So that's good game. Spark off Cerebi, maybe battle again.